Columns consist of 1 or 2 consecutive clues whose answers need to be entered into the grid. Where there are 2 clues, you enter the first one higher up in the column. It is up to the solver to determine where to place answers and the 0 to 4 horizontal bars that should be added to each column. So, if you take a quick look at the grid, there are no bars. So I'm assuming we need to add horizontal bars there. So it's literal bars we're adding for that one. When all the columns are complete, above each column with 0 to 3 horizontal bars, write the corresponding symbol with 0 to 3 horizontal bars. This will tell you what my phone's primary ringtone is. In each of the 1 or 2 clues for a column with N bars, cross out the first N letters of the clue and circle. I don't know what this means, but luckily we could deal with that after solving it. Yes, Catus, I think so. So I've put a rough guide here. So letter and an answer will be in the acrosses. I should say letter in the acrosses will go to a symbol of 0 to 3 horizontal bars. A 1 or 2 word sequencing clue will let us know about the new definition per the symbol. Replace letters equals the method of phone use. That is something we could do later. And then the top. Okay, let's just go for it. Oh, yeah, I did, didn't I? There we are. So, here we go. 1 across. Let's zoom in slightly. Is that going to work? Yes, that'll work. An uncle of Simba's daughter has devoured a pair of vets wearing winter garb. Okay. I've got that. That's fine. That's fine. Hologrow is so good at puzzles. He's done number 21, which is of course not on the screen at the moment. So very well done. I know you're starved of puzzles, but blimey, that is going some. Okay, there's a bit of Lion King knowledge going in. Exactly, Hologrow. There's a bit of Lion King knowledge popping in here. So type it in the chat if you think you've got it. I'm just looking for some paper for the inevitable anagrams that are coming up later. It is Scarved. Scar is the uncle of Simba. Daughter is D, but we're going to put into it has devoured a pair of vets, which is V and E. So, okay, Waterfall. I will definitely do that. So, Scarved, but we have to change a letter in the across answer to a symbol with 1 to 3 horizontal bars. And then a 1 or 2 word sequence in the clue will be the altered definition. So is that going to be carved? Scared. Scared? I'm not quite sure because I don't understand. So a 1 or 2 word sequence in the clue. You're thinking starved. Okay. And that would have 1 horizontal line. Has devoured a pair of vets wearing winter garb. Arch, what is your guess? Because I'm not quite... You're thinking scarfed for devoured. So just devoured is... Yes, because has can be the container indicator. So devoured is probably scarfed. Okay. So let's make that scarfed. And there we go. So scarfed is the thing, and that is a thing with 2 bars, because that is a thing with 2 horizontal lines in it. Okay. Okay, can I increase that very slightly? There we go. Ancient bone coats an ancient city, both mine and someone else's. Okay, that's fine. So, the answer to the clue is ours, because that is mine and someone else's. That is ours. and is an ancient city, and os is an ancient bone. So it's got to be coats. That is the extra word. Ours can become furs, and that is a 2. That's got 2 horizontal bars, so that becomes furs. That's how this is working. Right. Oakley McDokley. Oh, strap in, everyone. Number 3 across. Number 3. It's not extra, it's needed for the cryptic clue 2. So every clue will have this sort of and lit. Oh my goodness. Okay, last couple of periods filled by active leaders at college. Last couple of periods filled by active leaders at college. Yeah, you're right, actually. You are right that it's, yes, OS coats. So, okay, let's just treat the clue as an entirely normal clue, and then we'll do the fun finding of the entry bit next. The indicator is acting as an alternative definition. It's not necessarily the indicator, just some part of the clue is also an indication for this other for what becomes the entry. Last couple of periods, DS, filled by active leaders at college. D something something S, is it going to be that? Is it going to be pace, PE, with AC in the middle of it? I'm not spotting this, so a few of you are. Can I have a hinteroo, please? I feel like last is going to be the definition of the answer. Have I? Oh, I've got... So that clue is for the replacement letter. So I'm going to put... It's the letters that are replaced, isn't it, that I need? Is that right? Just going to check. Do I need to make a note of the replaced letters? I swear I needed to note what the letters that were replaced were. So, the replaced letters. So we've got a V here and an O there. Oh, okay, dons. There we go. Type dons in the chat. Active is on. That is the bit I wasn't getting. So the last couple of periods, DS, filled by active. If something's active, it's working, it's on. And a don is a leader at a college, usually a hoity-toity, not namby-pamby, the hoity-toity, but posh one. We didn't have dons at Reading University, no. Dans, yes. So, what is the change going to be? Don't. Dins. Done. If something is last, you done it. Dons, mons, pons, cons, rons, sont, cons, tons. What do you get? Dobs, docs. May I have a hint? Which letter? Thank you. There we go. I was going to ask which letter changes. So periods is the thing that changes. So we get dots. There is one. That's all right. There is one one horizontal line in the D of dots. So there we go. Oh, right. What does Hologro have? This could be exciting. Eons. What's the definition there? Oh. Oh, goodness, yes. That's an interesting thing. Based on the letters, actually, I'm going to put eons in instead because it's nicer crosses. SD going down wouldn't be particularly nice, but eons, we could probably make stuff going down. So I'm going to say that eons is actually probably better, and that D is the one that's replaced instead. 4 across. In central aspects, refine battle hero to be more competent. In central aspects, refine battle hero to be more competent. I don't think you do, Hologro. I think we've yet to touch it. It's going to be all the horrible stuff at the end. That E is of course a 3, of course. Oh, so L could be it's always a vertical line, and then there's one L, possibly a C might be 2, but an F is definitely 2, and an E is definitely 3. It's probably L, E, and F, isn't it? And then I for the one that's 0. There we go. So there's going to be a pun on life or file, but probably life. I need to get a life or something. There we go. In central, is this a hidden? To be more competent. Well, apter. It's going to NDR, but refine. Hidden-ish intriguing. Hint, please. Hint, please. To be more competent must be the definition. It feels like that must be the definition. A battle hero? Is that going to be Jason or centrally hidden? So, is it the middle letters of these things? So the middle letter of aspects is E. Refine, FI. Battle, TT. And it's just, but it is the central aspects of the other 3 words, and so it's not the E. So the central bits of refine, battle, and hero are fitter, and then you are more competent. There we go. So let's have the change. So if it's going to be a word of life, it's probably litter. Filter. Refine. Filter. And that confirms the L, doesn't it, of that. So the symbol with 0 to 3 horizontal bars, it's I, L, F, and E, which are really, really... Okay, the I's in this font have got 2 horizontal bars. We shall ignore that. Pesky, but it's that's a really nice way of that. There's an only connect sequence in that, but anyway, 5 across, quietly. Oh, I can enter it as well. Filter. There we go. 5 across, quietly taking weird site that's maximally layered with crushed moss. I can't do that. Tab stop. That will make my teeth hurt. So we have these. Don't want you to highlight one in white. There we are. Quietly taking weird site that's maximally layered with crushed moss. Anagram of moss and site. Something most. Mossiest. Quietly is... I do beg your pardon. This must be fizzy coffee. Quietly. P. Take in. Hem. Weird sight. East. So it's got to be... something. It's got to be the... peatiest. You know, if you take something in, you eat it. There we go. So peatiest. So what does that become? Oh, Oh, sorry, Arch. I should have given it a few seconds for you to claim that wonderful one-time offer. Peatheist, Peleist, Pete Fest. Is there Pete Fest? Maximally layered. Peltiest then, because that'll have the most layers. Is there a word peltiest? Good evening, Meredith. If you want to see the preamble, you can find it here. It is quite the preamble. But basically, we're swapping letters into each answer that's either one of I, L, F, or E. I don't like Peleist. Could something be pelty? I'm just bringing up Chambers to have a look. Pelty. No, it can't be. Yeah, that's very true. Peely can't be Peleist. Indeed, it's an anagram of life, which is going to come into the end, we know, but well, I don't like it in terms of the letters, but yeah. We're going to come back to that. So I'm going to put it in. Oh, we've got an RS here. That doesn't... Oh, but there are indeed some horizontal bars that we haven't put in. Good evening, Grabbervan. I'm putting Petiest here because we know that one of the letters is wrong, so I'm going to put it in small letters. Also, there are no horizontal bars in the grid. Yes, so just beware. 6. Long, food-absorbing body parts. And head of insect, touching actress Salonga. Who is this actress Salonga? Ah, Meredith. Yes. Who is this actress Salonga? I'm happy to just be told because it's someone who's going to end in I. Long is probably L, so we got L something I. Head of insect is I. Is there a Lori? Lori? Leah Songa. Oh, okay. Ilia. Those are your food-absorbing body parts, then, in the ilium. So that is that. So long. It's also a long body part, but long feels like it might be the definition of the new bit. Flea. It's flea. It's insect. It's an insect. It's flea. So that has got 2 bars on it, and we can put in flea here. Whoops. Self. That might actually be right. That's an accidental typo, but brilliant. Flea gets put there. A male child's chambers briefly accommodate 10 Germanic tribesmen. A male child's chambers briefly accommodate 10 Germanic tribesmen. Whew, that is a clue. A is A. Male child is son. A sons and in the chambers chiefly accommodate 10. Oh, Saxons. Okay, so this is where writing it out actually very much helps. Male child's sons. And it accommodates 10. I don't know why the A goes inside, but that feels right. Do people agree with Saxons? And then, if so, what is the actual... Well, I now need to think about the entry. I don't know, Hologrow. Where does a Saxon go to get his and or her hair done? That's what you're getting at. Okay, chiefly accommodate is the A. Thank you. Chiefly accommodate is the A, and then 10 is X. But they probably get their hair done at salons. Okay. Chambers. A salon is a chamber. Salon has 1. So there we go. So Saxons become salons, and we will change that to an L. So that is an X. That was an I. Okay. Pat rashly embraces stuff that's worthless. Pat rashly embraces stuff that's worthless. I'm going to raise a glass to my favourite type of clue. It's a hidden. So, go on, type it in the chat. Type it. Type. What am I, everybody? What do you think I am? Type it in the chat. Be nice. Be nice. You're calling me trash, and I love it. Trash is hidden in Pat Rashly, so that's embracing stuff that's worthless. Now, Trish, Frash, Trowel, Trish. I did, Meredith. I did. I got it. I got my hair cut indeed at the weekend. I'm doing pretty well. Now that's a clue. Stuff that's worthless. We've got to put a letter from L, I, F, and E into trash. Irash. Oh, that's very nice. And I wish it had been a clue, because I'm... Talash, Tafash, Tiash, Tish, Tresh, Trish, Troll. Maybe there are other letters. Maybe it is just a letter and we take the number of horizontal lines it's got in it. But I do like the ILFE progression. I really like that. So having other letters feels it wouldn't be as good for me. Tracy, I don't know that one. Okay, let's move on to question number 9. Speaking of Dan's quiz, there will be a Dan's quiz 2 weeks today. There will be a Dan's quiz 2 weeks today to celebrate certain 36th birthday. And you might be able to work out how I've shaped the grid based on the fact that there are 36 squares in it normally. That is not a bad suggestion from Edam. That is good. Trish. So there's no, except in my font. Let's put Trish in. That has got no horizontal bars. So Trish. Let's do that. Okay. Munich actor Eric's nemesis initially being overwhelmed by the sound from a lamb. Okay, so the sound from a lamb is "Don't cook me," or also bar. Lamb is the tastiest of the meats. So I'm assuming we have to put Banner. It's got to be Banner. Eric Banner, who is, I've heard of him. He's a person. But I couldn't tell you any more than that. Nemesis initially, N in bar. So we've got Banner. And now we need to... I'm assuming there's a film called Munich in which he was in, but is Munich gonna imply something? Bane. Nemesis is a Bane. There we go. So that is what it'll be, and the E is the changed letter. Lean mechanic, sixthly, replaces rod in a rickshaw or troika. Lean mechanic, sixthly, replaces rod in a rickshaw or troika. Mechanic, what's the sixth letter of mechanic? It is N. Replaces a rod. Is that going to is that going to be like the hyphen in like tuk tuk or something, and then put an N in it instead? That would be lovely and cryptic. There's only 4 letters in our answer here. We're halfway. We've been on this for half an hour, and we're not even halfway through the crosses. So, need to pick up some speed. It is very clever, Nordlock. Hint, please, Sean. Then lean without fat. Mechanic sixthly is N, and that is going to replace a rod, possibly an I, in a rickshaw. I don't. What is troika? I'm going to look up what troika is, because I've heard of like perestroika. So is it related to that? A troika is a Russian vehicle pulled by a team of 3 horses abreast, or a group of 3 people working together in an administrative or managerial capacity. Okay. Okay, so rod could be R. So N replaces R in a rickshaw. So, okay, if troika is a trio, is it trio then? Pottery. Vase. 4-letter pottery item is a vase, but I don't think it is that. N replaces... that. What's another name for a rickshaw? It would be... it's a cart. So a cant. So so a rickshaw or a troika is a cart. Mechanic, sixthly, is N, replacing the R from rod. We get a cant, which is hopefully meaning lean. To cant is to lean. There we go. So now we're going to swap out one of those letters. So cent. Cent. ILF. Fant. Caft. Canf. So it's not that. Sint. Iant. Kate. As in Catus. No. Canny. No. So it's not I. It's not F. Lant. Calt. Cannel. Oh, cane. Did I skip past cane? Cane. Rod is a cane. There we go. Thank you. There we go. Got there at the end. Peppermint candy rods. I'm getting the clues now that I've got the answer. So that is a T that was replaced, and that E has got 3. So we've got Bane and Cane. Whoops. And it's that last letter that was replaced this time. Who's replaced there last time? 11. The Genoese imitate 1,000 echoes with an unusual tonal pattern. The Genoese imitate 1,000 echoes with an unusual tonal pattern. That's the definition. Genoese, not sure what that's about. If you imitate, you ape, you copy. 1,000 is M. I am brilliant at being a Muppet. And skipping right past the thing that I need to skip past. 1,000 echoes. So we're going to be backwards. So ape and then M, all reversed. Mepa, and then the Genoese. G. Copy could be reverse. Copy M, and then Mipok. Am I not saying it right? The Genoese is definitely a type of it's some bakery thing, but it's a native of Genoa. Yeah, not Girona.
Genoese.
Genoese. There we go. Imitate 1,000 echoes with an unusual tonal pattern. Yodely. Oh, I just. Okay, gonna move on to 12. Stella twice stripped down, growers east of the Middlesome berry-bearing trees. Stella twice stripped down, growers east of the middlemost berry-bearing trees. Okay, if you strip something, you'll take off something. I'm assuming we're taking off the front and back. So if you do it twice to Stella, you get EL. Growers east of the middlemost. The middlemost is H. And then berry-bearing trees? Growers. Hint please, Arch. Stella twice stripped down. Is that EL? I'm definitely after that as a confirmation. I'm on the right track. Okay. Elvish has left the building. What's a grower? A grower is a weed, a farmer. What's a 3-letter term or a 2-letter term for a grower? Because we need growers. What tree has a tree with berries that begins EL? Oh, hang on, no, it's east of. Is it laurel then? Does that have a? Is there a laurel tree with berries? Don't like that. Stella twice stripped down growers. East. So we're putting EL at the end. Laurel. Basil? Good evening, Brandy. Hope you're doing well. What's the first letter of the answer? If you want to try and catch up, here's the preamble of the thing that we are of the horrible crossword that we're trying to solve. It's quite long. We'll see you in 10 minutes. Answer starts EL. Streetcar named Desire. There's that's a film, isn't it? I think. Your father was a hamster. Very strong hints now, please. Very strong hints, please. I'll get my groove back soon. Growers east of the middlemost. Duh. Oh, elders. Okay. Growers east of the middlemost is a unit. Why is that? Where is the duh coming from? If I can have. So down is D. And ER is literally, it's the 2 letters just to the right hand. No, it's everything east of the middlemost. Oh, I've not seen that in a crossword before. That is very cryptic. That's lovely. Okay, I like that. Elders, and we need to replace something in that. It's not idlers. Elfers. I have heard of elderberries. Elders. Oh, Iders. Wonderful. Iders. So that is an L that is replaced with a symbol with no horizontal marks. There we go. So that is 12 across. Iders. Gosh, where would I be without you on this one, everybody in the chat? Still on clue 1. Aping, sans alteration. Sinatra, primarily for actor Butterfield's namesakes. Isn't it Asa Butterfield? ASA. So is it ASAS? Is it ASAS? Aping, sans alteration. Sinatra, primarily. Oh, it's the first letters. ASAS. There we go. For actor Butterfield's namesakes. There we go. I'm on. I'm here. Hello. And can I now find what it's going to be? I love that, Marky V. There's going to be... We all have too many raid phrases. I have heard of elderberries. Isas. Is it going to be Isas? Because Idas was down growers. That down growers being Idas in the previous one was lovely, by the way, and I didn't spot it. Isas? No, as is. Sans alteration. Sans alteration, as is. There we go. So that was an A, and that becomes the thing with no changes. No horizontal bars. Okay, 14. Pitch-filled material used to construct black paddle, gripped by nuts heading to port. Pitch-filled material. Feels like it's a definition. Used to construct black paddle. Oh, that T might be useful. Oh, no. Gripped by nuts heading to port. That'll be stun, because nuts will be backwards. boa stern. A pitch-filled material, so tar barrel or something like that. Used to construct. I feel like there's still pitch-filled material used to construct. Is it tar something? Is that right? Black is B. A paddle is an oar. Is that right? Gripped by nuts heading to port. Nuts. Tar barrel. Tar. It's a tar bucket of something. Nuts heading could be N. What is the next letter here? So it's tar something. What's the next letter? I want to make starboard. That's what I want to do. Starboard it is not. So... where does the D come from? Oh, nuts is drat. So tarboard. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Tarboard. And that will become larboard, which was the old word for port. That's clever. Nice. You have indeed. And what did I say? I said, Sensei legitimately asked me one time, what's the opposite of starboard? And I responded, larboard. He will confirm this, because I did. I seriously said larboard, not port. And I wonder why they changed it, because, of course, they sound too similar. So T becomes an L. An L has got one. Larboard. So it is that. And what was the other one? It was the as is. It's the I that also needs highlighting. There, 15 across. End of vessels start to scare birds like the noddy. End of vessels start to scare birds like the noddy. Birds like the noddy. Hard to lardboard. Lardboard? Close enough. Lardboard. You're a lardboard. Ends of vessels start to... Vessels start to scare, jump, and then birds like not familiar with Lottie. No, me neither. Me neither, which is not helping. Maybe I can pull it up. Maybe I could do a quick search for the noddy bird. If I search for noddy bird, what do I come up with? Okay, that's a perfectly fine thing. That's a black noddy. So there we are. Whoops. There we go. So. No, Waterfall, you're getting worryingly close. Hints, please. Do we have it? Oh, has anyone got it? No, I don't think anyone has. So I'm going to move on. Any of several stout-bodied terns. Turn. Ends of vessels. Well, that's sterns then. Ends of vessels are sterns. The start to scare is S. Birds like the noddy. Those are terns. So you get sterns. And if we replace the... Is it stern with an E at the end? That is a word, and I know it is a word. What does it mean? I can't remember. S-T-E... Oh, dear. Those are drinking vessels. In that case, vessels worked. Works then. A stern. S-T-E-R-N-E. Also, an Irish novelist. No, Stern. No. No, Stern. Steins. Okay. That's much better. Much, much, much better. S-T-E-R. That comes an I. Nope, that's a 0. Einsteins. Come on. And so it is the I that gets replaced. Next up, 16. Affected behaviours like seizing only the rearmost portions of object. Affected behaviours like seizing only the rearmost portions of object. Thing. An object is a thing or a unit. Affected behaviours are ticks, aren't they? Like seizing only the rearmost portions of objects. So that would be T or possibly CT. Acts. It's CT in AS. If something's like something as, and then we put the rearmost portions of object, that's CT into that. So it's acts and alts. Is it going to be alts? Please be something else. Aces. Aces. It's going to be aces. Afts. There we go. Afts. Those are your rearmost portions. But enough said about my rearmost portions, or indeed the axe, indeed, because it's not K, it's afts it is, and we're going to change that. 17. Around the gutless editor is stuff that's able to repel bloodsuckers. Ooh, garlic or something. Around, possibly C, the gutless editor. So that's probably... Editor's usually ED. Stuff that's able to repel bloodsuckers. As it turns out, yes. Sure. As it turns out, yes. Around the gutless. Oh. Okay. If the is gutless, it's just TE, and we're going to put around it an editor, which is an ED, and that actually isn't anything that. But DEET is, and that is a thing. That is an insect repellent. Around the... So it's... there we go. It's TEED, all reversed. And DEET is an insect repellent. So TE from the gutless, editor is ED, all of it reversed. Feet. Surely feet. Or is it diet? Is it diet or feet? Because, I mean, my feet are able to repel bloodsuckers. It's neither. It's deft. Fine. Fine. Oh, love it. There we go. Next clue. Is Merle baser when claiming Mike is less of a person? Is Merle baser when claiming Mike is less of a person? We haven't had many anagrams here yet today, have we? Mike is less of a person. Is Merle baser? Is that is this an anagram? Of course, that would have been decked. D-E-K-T. I did. I'm very sorry to say the D word in front of people. Is Merle baser? So anagram of is Merle when claiming Mike? Yes. And then it's that, and then it becomes an anagram of slimmer, less of a person. There we go. So it's an anagram of is Merle with an M. And now we're going to put what? Slimfer, flimmer, slimler, slimmel, slimmer. I am not good at spotting these substitutions. Simpler, baser, flimmer, sfimmer, slifmer, slimfer, slimier. Why couldn't I spot that? Why can't I spot these? Slimier, and that's replacing an M. Okay. Now, that's the acrosses done. What is being... It is that I. So what is happening with the down clues? There are 1 or 2 consecutive clues. We need to place the horizontal bars in each one. So we'll need to work out where the bars go and then see the preamble for yet more messages to find. We should have an across extraction. We should for most of it. Okay. For each symbol, if you take all the letters that it replaces in clue order, you will see the letters that it replaces in clue order for each symbol. So we've got for symbol 1, T, X. Let's start with 0 actually. A, L, A, R, M. Alarm. Alarm. 1 is T, X, T. So that would be alarm and text. So we're missing an E from here. So we've got a lot. Oh, indeed, Meredith. This is the preamble. If you want to take a look at the full preamble, take a look at that. It is there. Number 2, alarm, text, voice, voice, and date. I assume D-A-T-E. So we've got alarm, text, voice, and data. Okay, yeah, data would work. So 0, 1, 2, 3. We have alarm, text, voice, data. Platiest is a word. So platiest is a word. That is the most layered. There we go. So I can now put in platiest and in capitals. So there's a second extraction we can do based on where these letters are, but I'm going to leave that. So we didn't get this one. Are there any others? Was it just that one that we're missing? So from that, we're probably missing an A in the 3. So we know that we're going to be getting an E somewhere in this. Okay, let's take a look at the columns. So columns, we need to work out where the clues go, and we need to work out where all the horizontal bars are in this. Refs blasted menial retrogressive runner green runner Zatapek. Oof. Okay, that feels like 2 clues. Refs. Is that going to be umps? Blasted menial? Retrogressive green runner Zapatek. Who is that runner Zapatek to start off with? It's Emil. Okay. So that's going to be lime then. Retrogressive green. No, it's going to be Emil, isn't it? Emil is what it's going to be, and the definition is runner Zapatek, and retrogressive green is Emil. So refs blasted menial. Okay. Oh yeah, just an anagram of surf. It's an anagram of surf. I'm going to put them in that column because that's just consistent. So we've got surf, and what's interesting is that the E's and F's are not. What do you call it? We don't have clashes. They're agreeing with the with what we've got. Now I'm trying to find where is it? There it is. Going to be able to do that. So we've got no, that's not thick enough. Let's have a bit thicker. Thank you very much. So surf is one. We'll have Emil there, and then there we go. So I've put in 4 horizontal bars there. I'm assuming it's going to be a horizontal one. Is it a horizontal one? Is it going to be symmetric? Put 4 in there. So if I do the same here, we would get a 4-letter word there and a 4-letter word there. That's looking less good. Okay, so let's look at B then. 2 characters from Corinth, when heading north, dance, talk, and work together. Stop. Collaborate and lesson. So, Corinth, 2 characters are the C and the O. When heading north, dance, ball, talk, orate, and work together. Collaborate. No lines needed there. A chancellor named Merkel shifted Galena. That's angular. Upwards 12 inches, claiming lead-free ore would be unkosher. Okay, well, we've got angular. I'm going to put her in right away. And so we can put you there. So that's a foot, but it's upwards, so that's tough. Claiming lead-free ore would be unkosher. So is it going to be beef? Hang on, is it going to be beef? Unkosher is treff. Oh, okay. That is not a word I've come across. Or without its head. Or without its lead. It's not lead, it's lead. So it's RE. So foot is FT. Putting RE in it, we get treff. So we've got 2 horizontal lines that we've added in that one. Top-notch line taken from single bio running at the finale in news sheet. Single is 1. Oh no, it's obit. A finale or a finale in a news sheet. That's got to be an obit. And it's got an anagram of bio. So bio running anagram. Finale of news sheet is T. So that is obit. But top notch, that's A1. Okay. If something is top notch, it is A1. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 lines in that column. So we've got an E here. I'm not Jewish, no. Why is it A1? Line taken from single alone minus the L. Okay, that's good. Ladies involved in entertaining dancing lesson will exhibit wrestlers' double shoulder locks. Good evening, Aqua. The bit we're doing at the moment is the down clues. Here's the whole preamble. Oh no, I've lost my thing. I'm gonna have to scroll up to get the copy. I'm gonna need to. There we go. There's the whole preamble, but we're basically the down clues are basically normal. We just need to be working out where they go exactly. Ladies involved in entertaining dancing lesson will exhibit wrestlers' double shoulder locks. Shoulder locks is going to be tresses or hairstyles or something. Ladies. That's double L, maybe. In entertaining dancing lesson. Anagram of lesson. More literal shoulder lock is okay. Nelson. A Nelson is a shoulder lock, I feel. So we've got Nelsons there. Double shoulder locks must be Nelsons then. Okay. And full Nelsons. There's not a single horizontal bar to put in that one. So ladies, double L, involved in entertaining which is fun. So it's double L in fun, anagram of lesson, and you get full Nelsons. It was fun, you're right, absolutely. Glad you agree. Herd trip, grab items inserted into brassieres. Herd trip, grab items inserted into brassieres. Bra. Herd trip. Stumble. There's going to be a line between that and that, surely. Grab items. Things. Bits. Into bras. Bras. There's nowhere to put a bra here. Nowhere to put a bra. What's the first letter, Catus? Herd trip. It's F. It's probably something like this. Herd trip, grab items. Who's Trip? It's Trip Payne. I know. Grab items inserted. Something wires. Something straps. Is it a 7-letter word? Is that herd trip? Okay, so to trip is to fall. Okay, to grab items. False. Eyelashes. False. Oh, hang on. Fall. I know what it's trying to get at, but I don't know what the answer is. Grab, herd, trip, grab, false. If you grab at something, you grasp, you fall. Is it? Does it start here? And is it here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If so, not truthsies, falsies. Oh wow. If you grab, you see it. So falsies. C's. There we go. That I had SEES in my head. Falsies. There we go. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got another 4 horizontal lines in that one. Okay. Bobbleheads, Morse code symbols, mentioned one poet named John and 102 captivating bards when unveiled. That is one of the longest clues I've ever seen. Bobbleheads, Morse code symbols. That's going to be dits, probably, because those are Morse code symbols. Definitely dits. Mentioned. Is dits. One poet named John and 102. So that's CII. We've got CII here. It's not 7. It's not 7. Oh, is it a Z? Is there a poet, or is there why a bubblehead is a ditz? Oh, okay, fair enough. Okay, sort of a not a simpleton, but someone who's not quite all there. Ditzy, yes. And then we're gonna have that there because the next clue is to do with the C. One poet, as mentioned, one poet named John and 102 captivating bards when unveiled. So bards when unveiled would be Ard. So I'm assuming there's a John Ciardi or Ciardi. I'd be happy with that though, based on the wordplay. And that gives us 2 lines in that one. If someone could confirm that, that would be really useful. One soaring rifle startled one mother's primordial ancestor. Well, a mother is a dam, and that is a primordial ancestor. You're Adam, so that is so we've got 2 clues here, and Adam is one of them. Oh, there we go. Thank you very much, Sensei. The translator of Dante's Inferno. One soaring, a flyer. And then rifle startled, anagram of rifled. Okay, flyer. So that's fairly straightforward, and this means that in this one we have another 4. So I have noticed that it's it's not every other, but I would expect 4 in this one. And if it's is it symmetric? No, it's not, because the 0 and the 2 would have to be. Okay, so it's not symmetric. Hatcher, inhabiting a Gallicized womb-like island with loud American revolutionary and Islamic mystic. Okay, Hatcher is Terry. Inhabiting a Gallicized womb-like island. Oh, it's uteri, but without the U. No, hang on. It is uteri. It is actually uteri, but why? Let's put U in there. So womb-like. No. I am wrong. It's uterine, because then it is. It is Terry in Oon. Terry in Oon. Terry in June, almost. Uterine, and that is womb-like. So that is that. With loud American revolutionary and Islamic mystic. I'm assuming there's a Sufi. Because loud is F. American revolutionary. So all of it goes backwards. US is American. And Islamic is I. And there is a Sufi. Okay, good. Just the 1 in that. That which remains rare in Rome is airiest when arranged in a line. Okay. That which remains rare in Rome. That which remains, isn't that something like res or the residue or something? That which remains is the residue. Rare in Rome is airiest when arranged in a line. Anagram? Should the number under H be 3, 1, 2? Ooh. Normally, I reserve my paw counting for Wednesdays for my Temetsi stream, but today, there we go. Okay, so there's 2 here, says tab stop. Okay, that which remains, I want it to be residue, but it isn't. Is airiest when arranged. Oh, is that going to be linear or something? Is airiest when arranged like anagram of is airiest? I'm not sure. I don't think there is quite symmetry, because this has only got 1 and there isn't 1 across the other side. So, but I think it's that's got to be E8. So it's an anagram of is airiest. Is A-E-R. So I need an either E-E-S-T and rare in Rome is R-E. So is it resiseriate? Is that what you have, Aqua? Because it's a bit weird. Oh, hang on. Is it 2 clues? Right. Well, in that case, that has gone very wrong. Let's remove that. And that. Okay. So, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So is there a word seriate? S-E-R-I-A-T-E? In Rome. In Rome is est. That's a good point. And then that which remains is rest. Rare is R, and then in Rome is S. So that is rest. And then I assume it's an anagram of airiest, which is seriate, which means in a line like a cereal. Okay, and there is only the one horizontal line that we've added there. And last line. Equid fits inside of Greek characters car frame. equid, so probably a horse of some kind, or a donkey, or a mule, fits inside of Greek characters. Well, a car frame is a chassis. So, CHASSIS. Is it just chassis and everything else is a load of old rubbish? It is. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So we've got another 4 there. So an equid is an ass, and it's in Kai's. Yeah. Good. Let's have a quick go. Have we solved every single clue now? We haven't solved this 11 across. The Genoese imitate 1,000 echoes with an unusual tonal pattern. All I can think of is morel, as in the mushroom, but it won't be that. Modal? M-O-D-E-L? It's Mosul. You think it's modal, M-O-D-A-L. Of course, there is going to be a letter that changes. Written in an ecclesiastic mode. So it's modal, which becomes model. Modal. Okay. I don't quite follow it, but I'm happy to take it. I can understand yodel, but I don't understand how we get rid of the Y sound. LA is Italian for the R. Okay. The Genoese la imitate is do. He did him, like he. Yep, that's fine. And M is 1,000, and then with an unusual tonal pattern, so it's all going backwards. Good. Okay. Let's have a look at the rest of the gubbins. So we've got alarm, text, voice, and data as the 0, 1, 2, and 3 words for the replaced letters in the across clues. So that is, we have done that bit. We have done that bit. For each symbol, if you take all the letters it replaces, yeah, that's fine. Also for the across clues. So let's take a look at this. If you take the nth from the start and the nth from the end, based on where the altered letter is in the answer, circle the letters that are nth from the start and nth from the end, and then read them. Okay, we can do that. So, in the word scarfed or scarved, it is the 5th letter a lot from the start that is changed. So we take the 5th letter from the start of the clue. So that is the C. It is also the 3rd letter from the end, if you look at it from the other way. So we take the 3rd letter from the end of the clue. And we're going to be reading these down, as in, it's not C-A, it's C, no, A, no. So, it's the 1st letter of the clue, and it is the 4th from the end, which is an L. So, 1st and 4th again. 1st and 4th. 3rd and 4th. Platiest, so 2nd. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th. Okay. 1st and 4th, which is a call in American football. So we got calculate or something like that. Yeah. So hang on. What clue on Saxons? So it's 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 3. So T and E. So I'm not really reading the message. You are going to be... Not 1st and 4th? Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, not 1st and 4th. 1 and 4th. There we go. Sorry, yes, ignore me. 4th and 1. Is it that way around? 1 and 4th. I don't know. I'm getting myself confused. Look, concentrate now. Fourth and one. Yeah, Fordinal and one. Yes, fourth and one. Yeah. Fourth and one. And again. 4 and 2. 2 and 5. So 3 and 2. This is a very, very well constructed clue gimmick to be able to not only have all these things going on, but then also have the clues adhere to this extra arbitrary rule. So 1 and 8, P and N. 4 and 3. 2 and 3. 3 and 2. And last one, 5 and 3. So what does that say? Calculating tips for all those bartenders. Calculating tips for all those bartenders. Calculating tips for all those bartenders. What did the preamble say here? For each symbol, you will see the mode that I use my phone in when I have that number of bars. Okay. Reading all the circled letters will tell you what you find me doing with my phone when I hit 4 bars. So that's what he's doing. Columns consist of that, and then it is up to the solver to determine where to place the answers, and the 0 to 4 is, have we done it? I think we've done it. When I hit 4 bars, I'm calculating all the things. What was this about? Alarm, text, voice data. You will see the mode I use my phone in when I have that number of bars. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. So, when he's got 0 bars, he uses an alarm. When he's got 1 bar, text. When he's got 2 bars, he's got voice. And then 3 bars, he uses it for data. And then we now know what he's going to be doing when he hits 4 bars. He'll be calculating tips for all those bartenders. Hooray! And that is... Oh my goodness, if I can't spell calculating, I know. Who needs calculating? We haven't done the ringtone. Oh, that's true. When all the columns are complete, write the corresponding symbol with 0 to 3 horizontal bars. This will tell you what my phone's ringtone is. Okay. So E-I-F-E-I F. What's 3? No, what's 4? 4 isn't anything. Ignore that. L-L. If I fell. Okay. If I fell. Is there a ringtone or a song called If I Fell? Well, tell you what my phone's primary ringtone is. It's a Beatles song. There we go. In each of the one or two columns for a column with n bars, cross out the first n letters of the clue and circle the first letters after those. The circled letters will say what would be true of me in my phone when I hit 4 bars under the conditions described by 1. In each of the 1 or 2 clues for a column with n bars, okay, so this column here has 4 bars. So we get rid of the first 4 letters and we circle the letter afterwards. So that is B. Oh, no. Oh, goodness. It's of both clues. Cross out the first N letters of the clue and circle the first letter after those. Whew. So it's the B from Ref's Blasted, and Green Runner, the fifth letter of that is N? This is absolutely ridiculous, but BN doesn't sound right. Oh no, it's retrogressive, isn't it? Retrogressive. So it's the R of retrogressive. Okay. Collaborate. We cross out no letters, so we take the first letter. That is T. We ignore that one. We ignore anything with 0. No? No? I've got a no coming up. In each of the 1 or 2 clues for a column with N bars, where there's cross out the first N letters of the clue. Retrogressive. Okay. That'll be why. So then T. Then T for that. Okay. And so we've got 2 clues here. We need to take the third letter of each clue. So we have H of Chancellor. And this one for Treff. It's 12 is the first. No, upwards is the first one, isn't it? So A. No, it's the third letter. W. I'm hoping it's W. Katus agrees. Good. This next one, we take the 5th letter of these 2 clues. The top notch, that is O. Taken from, so single. So an L of single. That doesn't quite feel right. This is D. What was the first word of O of the O bit? Single was the first part of the clue. In that case, that will be U then. Full Nelson, just the 1 clue here, and we just take the first letter. So we're going to be getting a D here for both would. Yep. And there's only 1 clue, so that's both would. 2 clues here, and we're taking the third letter of each. So it's probably going to be B. It was one poet. H. So we're going to take in the 4th letter of these 2 clues. So that's S. What is startled? So it's an M for one mother. The 4th letter is M. Hatcher. So taking the 2nd letter, and then with womb-like. And then so it's island. Island is the next. Start the next clue, and I am looking for the 2nd letter. So that is an S. I know where this is going. Yeah. Oh no, I don't actually. No, I don't. No, I don't. You've got to be a different ending to the word. So rest. Because it ends in D. That last one is a D. Rest here. So we need to take the 2nd letter of that. And is airiest? No. In Rome is. And then it's airiest when arranged in a line. So both would be smashed. So the circled letters will say, what would be true of me and my phone when I hit 4 bars? He would be, both he and the phone would be smashed after 4 bars. And that is sellout. If I fell. Okay, and then if I fell. Yeah, that it goes in with that. There's a lot to that puzzle. There is a huge amount to that puzzle. The author is Kevin Wald, who's got this weird name that I can't say, but it's UC. That really was. That was incredibly intricate to be able to have all those clues and have the right letters in the right place in the clues and the answers. That is absolutely ridiculous. And oh my goodness. Wow.